What is it? Good. You're here. I've just received the operation details from Nell. This operation is definitely unconventional. I couldn't believe it myself that we'll be utilizing Vulgus biostructures. But once I read the report on the Eye of Truth from the Medical Corps, I understood. Not only can you see all of Ingress with the eye, apparently it's also capable of visual observation across dimensions and into the void. In other words, it could theoretically see through the void storms in Sigma Sector and analyze a variety of energy signatures. To think that the Vulgus were observing Ingress and humanity with a device like this, it's pretty ominous. But if we can use it to our advantage, that's a different story. The problem is, the White Knight Gulch has fallen back into Vulgus hands, and we also disabled the Eye of Truth in a previous operation. So, the first objective of the operation is for myself and the Descendant Corps to temporarily occupy the White Knight Gulch and restore the Eye of Truth. We're short on time, so if you have any questions, let's talk about them on the way to the operation area. Oh, and by the way, Nell asked 2 more Descendants to join us, Eugen and Bunny. Eugen is essential to the restoration of the Eye of Truth, but I'm not sure why she chose Bunny. Anyway, while I'm getting ready to head out, please check in on Eugen and Bunny.
Nell, I'll pay for the suit. Can't we keep this a secret from the military police? I don't want to do disciplinary training again.
It's not about the cost, Bunny. It's about the unauthorized use of ultimate equipment in development, which is a serious military offense. All right. If this mission is successful, I'll let you off the hook.
I'll do it. I'll do anything. Just tell me. You're here. Nell's briefed me on the mission. Operation Secure the Vulgus Eyeball. But I heard that Valby and Eugen destroyed the Eye of Truth. Can it be fixed? Whatever. I'll leave the hard stuff to you. All I'm supposed to do is run around, kill enemies, and collect data on how my ultimate equipment performs in the field. Anyway, how do I look? Isn't my ultimate suit killer? I stole this while it was in development by the Magisters, and what do you know? It's perfect for me. They should have given me this sooner. Then I wouldn't have had to steal it. I'm not the bad one. It's the world that forced me to steal this that's bad. Was that too much? Anyway, I'm ready to leave any time, so hurry up and go get Dr. Han. We have to go before I lose electricity.
Captain! Wait, you're not captain anymore. Miss Elias, it's my mission.
Jin, stop and listen to me. You don't have to go to the White Knight Gulch.
Why do you keep saying that? You're just in time. Please, can you tell my dear Manto to quit it? She thinks she's still the captain of the Medical Corps. She's making a huge fuss and trying to take my place on the mission, even though I know the White Knight Gulch the best. Can you match everything in the bundle of optic nerves in the Eye of Truth? I can do it with my eyes closed.
Okay. Well, can you forget the memory of what happened to your teammates when you close your eyes?
Huh?
I heard you still wake up screaming in pain in the middle of the night. Valby told me all about it. You might deny it, but trauma takes time to process and recover from. I know what happened there. Please, don't push yourself, Jin. And, to be quite honest, I'm more familiar with the White Knight Gulch than you are. I spent a lot of time there looking for Daya.
Captain.
I'm not your captain anymore. I'm asking you, as someone who cares about you, Let me take your place.
Damn it. All right. Actually, I wasn't confident that I could do it either.
Yeah, you don't have anything to prove. I'm sure Daya felt the same way. So, you can give me information about the Eye of Truth through Maya Sieve. I'm a little nervous about going on a medical corps mission after such a long break.
I'm sure your years of experience will see you right, but please be careful. And thank you for your concern.
I like it when you listen to me. See you later.
Ah! Why is everyone taking so long? Are we ever going to start this mission where we fix what we broke? You know what? I'll go first.
Bunny, wait! Oh, seriously. All personnel involved in the Eye of Truth recapture operation, please report to your assigned locations. Over. Damn, I was in such a hurry to leave, I forgot some modules, Bunny.
Seriously? How is that my fault? You wasted most of your time arguing with Nell. Oh, Enzo! I understand now. You're on Nell's bad side, right? Did Operation Ring fail?
Of course it didn't, and no private chat during official operations, Bunny.
But you two look so good together. It's not every day you meet someone like that, Enzo. I'm rooting for you.
Oh, Glenn, not you too. Please drop it and let's focus on the operation. You probably know why we've been deployed here. To restore the Eye of Truth, connect it to the bioscanner, and carry out observation of Sigma Sector. But first, we need to drive out the Vulgus who have reoccupied the White Knight Gulch. Then we can take out the control facility connected to the Eye of Truth. Bunny and the rest of the team, please clear the Order of Truth forces in the area. Glay, your objective is to begin restoration of the Eye of Truth. I'm going to build a field station here that will serve as a relay between the bioscanner and the Kingston radar station.
Leave it to me. Fixing things is my specialty.
Great! Let's get going!
To restore the Eye of Truth, first we'll need to find organic matter to feed the Vulgus biostructure. We can find some in the Fortress control facility and from samples of the Vulgus. I need plenty of it, so I'll need your help.
I'm going to scout the perimeter of the Order of Truth Fortress to see how many of them there are. And I'll get to test my ultimate suit's performance while I'm at it.
Yeah, you're the right age to be running around.
Let me know if you have any trouble, Bunny. I can help you. What is it, Bunny?
You'll know when you see it. Quickly!
This... could it be? Bunny, where are you right now?
I'm sending you my location. Meet me there. This is a record from one of Dr. Hand's squad members, right?
That's right. Binns from the Red Arms. He was one of the Medical Corps members who served with Eugen during the White Knight Gulch operation. How did you find this?
My ultimate suit helmet has data detection. I almost missed it, but the sensor caught it.
The transmission failed. But it must have been in auto-preservation mode. I think they linked it to their vital signs. After that, Corell's fleet showed up and the invasion happened, which prevented anyone from investigating properly. I can't believe we've had this information right here. Eugen's team risked their lives to find it.
Oh, don't feel bad. Just be glad we found it now. Looking at the distribution of the data, it looks like there are more failed transmissions. They're located deep within the order base. I'll mark the locations of the data points as I move around. Then you can track them with ordinary sieves.
Thank you. At least now we can honor the souls of the Medical Corps members.
Enzo, are you there? If you don't mind, I'd like to take care of this before we secure the Eye of Truth.
Well, since I haven't connected the bioscanner yet, you can go ahead with some basic investigation, as long as you don't go in too deep.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Those order scumbags. I can't believe they did this. Come to my location. I want to compare the data we've collected.
Talk to me. Just as I suspected. According to Bin's and Mina's data, the soldiers abducted by the Vulgus were brought here first. They were likely transformed into Vulgus like the other Medical Corps members, or reprocessed into biomatter. More importantly for us right now, the biomatter didn't contain any amount of Arche. Not just a very low percentage, 0%. That means that Arche wielders were intentionally screened out of this process. Of the soldiers that went missing, some were descendants and many others had a high probability of having Arche. But as their DNA is not present in the biomatter, Arche wielders must have been sent somewhere else. Just as Daya and I were. Yes. Daya. She must have been sent to that other location as well. Daya. Maybe this time. My Daya. I'll search for more of the remaining data. The Medical Corps members infiltrated deep into this facility, so they likely discovered what actually happened.
Wait, don't you think you're pushing yourself too hard? We need to get out of here or we'll be in real trouble. If we're cut off in a place like this...
You head back, Bunny. I can't give up. This is the closest I've come to Daya in years. I won't have another chance like this.
Well, then I'd prefer to help. So let's get going.
You saw it too, right? Mina's final recording with her drone scanner? The footage of the Order of Truth craft? From the energy distributions recorded, it looks like the scanner detected Arche and strong levels of void energy aboard. If the craft was used to transport Arche wielders to void space, this data makes sense. Mina, you carried out your mission until the very end. Thanks to you, we have this information.
Wait, there's something here I don't understand. The amount of void energy, does that really imply void space? The same place we fight our intercept battles?
What do you mean?
Well, when Seneca was scolding me, I learned that if you open void space properly, there's no way this much energy could be released. This looks like the amount of energy that would be released through erosion when void space is forced open.
Your analysis makes sense. My mind was so filled with thoughts of Daya that I hadn't noticed that at all. Well done, Bunny.
I'm not so bad when I put my mind to it.
But I don't remember any void erosion that would have resulted in this much energy. Wait. This... could it be?
Enzo, we'd better hurry up and recapture the Eye of Truth. I think Nell's theory is starting to hold up. I've got a pretty conclusive lead.
Wait, what? I thought you were looking for Medical Corps records.
I'll explain when we get there. But first, check the data I just sent you.
Glade, what is all this? What the hell is going on?
It's simple. The souls of the medical corps who died are guiding our hand.
That's even harder to understand.
Come on! Are you sure you're the smart ones? Let me spell it out for you. The Order of Truth was screening for RK wielders, and the Vulgus craft that transported them was saturated with suspicious void energy. If that void energy is a match for the Sigma Sector void energy, what do you think that means?
That would be evidence that there are Vulgus in Sigma Sector.
Yeah! That's it! From now on, call me Professor Bunny.
Enzo, maybe, just maybe, this operation will lead us to Daya. No, I'm sure that Daya is in Sigma Sector. I couldn't find any trace of Daya in Ingress. But if the Vulgus were sending RK wielders somewhere else, that would explain why I couldn't find her. Please, can you give us our orders for the next operation? I can't let this opportunity slip away.
I understand. First, please calm down. We need you level-headed, especially in a situation like this. The delay to the operation has allowed the enemy to bolster their defenses. Combat team, please provide cover until Glade is done.
I'm fine, Enzo. Just transmit the connection to the Kingston radar station. The bioscanner will intercept the electrical signals flowing to the eye. While that's happening, I'll focus the Eye of Truth on Sigma Sector as much as possible. The optic nerves will be cut quickly, so we'll only get one chance at it.
Understood. Leave it to me.
Enzo, I've connected the optic nerve to the biomonitor. Can you check and confirm?
Signal received. Eye of Truth reactivated. I don't believe it. All the data matches. We're picking up Vulgus responses and RK signals inside Sigma Sector.
All units, good job. Follow-up operations will be discussed at HQ.
Nell, you were right. I'm sorry.
I'm just glad you made it back safely. Now comes the difficult part.
you need something for battle, you won't find anyone better.
Welcome. You're here for modules, right?
If it's about weapons, you come and talk to me.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Just get to the point. I honestly don't know what to think. I've never had so many questions following a successful operation. To think that there are Vulgus in Sigma Sector. Not to mention the astounding data left behind by the Medical Corps. Analysis of their findings indicates that of the people that went missing, those who had RK were identified and transported to Sigma Sector. Karel, what the hell are you planning? It's time we viewed Sigma Sector with our own eyes, not just through the eye of truth. Don't worry, Captain Harris has already found a safe way into the sector. Thanks to our recent observations, we've learned that the interior of Sigma Sector has been significantly transformed over time. If we can survive the void storms with a tactical transport equipped with anti-void shields, we can get inside Sigma Sector. The Vulgus likely use the same method. But we'll need a tactical transport to get out of Sigma Sector as well. Which means the time we have for the operation is limited to the amount of time that the tactical transport can stay airborne within the sector. We have no choice but to expand our reach a little at a time. But if we don't move forward at all, we'll never uncover Karel's plan. I will be counting on you, Descendant.
Harris, what's the status of the tactical transport?
Well, if Dr. Elias could lower her weapon, I might be able to focus a little better.
What? What does that mean? Clay, respond.
Stay back, everyone. You said this transport was ready to go. Give it to me, and you can go fix the others.
Just calm down. Lower your weapon and control your hair, and let's talk, okay?
My daughter's life is at stake. I told you I don't have time to wait.
There's no guarantee she's even there. Daya didn't have RK.
Shut up, Harris!
Clay.
Ajax. I didn't think you'd try to stop me, too. If you hadn't given Daya that recommendation letter in the first place, none of this would have happened. Even when you knew what happened to my husband, you had to help me lose Daya, too. Is this that faith you're so fond of talking about? You failed to protect anyone, even with that mighty barrier of yours. Step aside now, and I'll allow you to protect your own life.
Clay, I'm not here to stop you. I've come to ask your permission to come with you. If it's to find Daya, I'll sacrifice my own life to help. Just, can you give me some time to prepare so that I can be of more use to you?
You want to help me?
Yes. Any way you see fit.
All right. Yes. I want you to feel the pain my family felt. HQ, send me and Ajax in first. Then this can all be over.
Request granted. When the tactical transport is ready, you can deploy to the front line.
Thank you, Clay.
Nell, Transport 7 is ready to launch. I'll be handing over transport controls to the Descendants.
Understood, Captain. You may proceed.
Fixing and making things is my wheelhouse. Go on, what'd you need? Overhauling all the transport vehicles on such short notice? I thought I wouldn't have it done in time. But the anti-void shield output looks good. It's ready to go, so it's up to the Descendants from here on out. Flying a tactical transport requires an expert pilot, but, as you know, us ordinary humans can't withstand void storms. We don't have RK to prevent void erosion. So, for this operation, you'll take the lead. Fly the transport and set up an area of operations. Luckily, from what we've observed, it seems that RK will work inside Sigma Sector. You can use the transporter-mounted RK transfer pad, so you don't have to land the transport on entry and exit. That'll mean it's more likely to survive. Everything should be fine as long as you're careful, Descendant. Look after yourself. And Glay, I hope she can find something. Anything.
Descendant, are you really going? Hold it right there. And what does our hero come to seek answers for, I wonder? Wow. Sending a person into Sigma Sector? We haven't been able to deploy even an exploration drone there. And now this? Am I dreaming, or is this real? Descendant, if you happen to stumble upon any of those old amorphous relics out there, mind bringing them back when the mission's over? Anything you can find, you hear me? Even a scrap of paper will do. As long as we can properly restore it, it'll be worth its weight in archaeological gold. Imagine finding a teacup smeared with an ancestor's DNA. Or better yet, stumbling upon some kind of powerful primordial arche. Now that'd be like hitting the cosmic jackpot without even buying a ticket. And for Descendants who bring back relics, I've got something way better than a lottery ticket. All those strategic supplies our excavation teams have been gathering from all over Ingress, I'll hand them over on the spot. No complicated transfer procedure required. I'm sorry for asking you to take on this risky mission, but the value of the relics deposited in Sigma Sector is beyond comprehension. They're almost as valuable as the Iron Heart. But don't push yourself too hard. Got it? If you end up becoming a relic yourself, we'd be in real hot water. So promise me you'll take care, all right?
That scared me half to death. If she'd gone on a rampage, no one would have been able to stop her.
It's all my fault. Now, you know what I'm capable of. And it was, as she said, I'm to blame for Clay's tragedy and grief. I used to think that anyone who could hold a weapon should fight for humanity. When I was an active soldier, I wanted to meet people who were as brave as I was. Then, as a military professor, I wanted to pass my knowledge on to the next generation. In that sense, Daya was my best student. I thought she was a young woman who could lead the future of humanity. But Daya wasn't required to join the military. Glay was already serving and saving lives, so Daya was granted an exemption. But she refused to stay in Albion and be safe. She wanted to be a soldier like her friends, her classmates, and her father who died in combat. I admired her passion, and so I made the most foolish mistake possible. I believed her when she said she'd discussed it with Glay, and I wrote her a letter of recommendation for the military academy. By the time Glay returned from the battlefield, it was too late. The administration could not reverse Daya's enlistment. The cadets had already been deployed to field units to train on the front line, and Daya was among them. After that, well, you know the story well enough. Glay went looking for Daya. They were both ambushed by the Vulgus and kidnapped. Glay managed to awaken her Arche and escape the Vulgus, but because it was the first time she'd triggered her rage frenzy, she lost control of her senses and didn't take Daya with her. It would have been nice if Daya had awakened her Arche as well, but that's wishful thinking. Daya had been tested for Arche dozens of times. Glay's hope that Daya was sent to Sigma Sector is probably unfounded, but that doesn't mean a parent shouldn't search every last place they can for their child. Glay needs to do this to find closure, and I have to atone for the mistakes I made which have caused so much pain to the Elias family. Glay and I will be at the Vanguard. I'm just sorry I won't be able to say goodbye to Aisha. But I suppose it was the same for Glay. I need to remember that.
Descendant Corps, this is HQ. Your tactical transport is cleared for takeoff. Operation Sigma Sector is go. I repeat, Operation Sigma Sector is go.
It's time. I'll move out first.
Troops are on the ground. Transport ship will remain on standby for air support. Good luck, Descendants.
Large-scale Vulgus transfer confirmed. Descendant, stop the enemy troop deployment. Specialized Vulgus aircraft detected. That aircraft is used to fly through void storms. It must be shot down. zone initiated. Good work, Descendant. Descendant, thanks to you, we have gathered extensive data on Sigma Sector. The Medical Corps has also made significant progress. Please come to HQ and I will share the information. What is it now? Good to see you, Descendant. Instead of listening to me explain everything, please read Eugen's recon report. Here it is. Descendant, it looks like our theory was correct. The Vulgus identified people with Arche and took them to Sigma Sector. The report says that responses from humanoid organisms were recorded coming from tomb-like structures. A bioscan detected Arche in the DNA sample taken from one of those organisms. This can lead us to where the missing people were taken. But the Void Storm and Vulgus attack prevented a full analysis of the structures. We've called the structures Arche receptors. We need to send in the Descendant Corps to investigate them. We have to understand the composition, features, and purpose of the structures to get to the bottom of what the Vulgus are plotting. Prepare for re-entry as soon as you're able. Please make sure you're fully ready.
Captain, calm down and listen to me. Are you saying Daya is inside one of those receptors? Do you really think that makes sense?
Convince me why it doesn't, Eugen.
Mel briefed you too, right? Please, come and help me with this. Captain, you've read this report, just like I have. The humanoid organisms inside the Arche receptors all have Arche.
So what? What does that have to do with your claim that Daya isn't in there?
You still weren't accepted? Daya didn't have Arche. She was tested hundreds of times, maybe more. Please, you need to accept this. Daya, she's already...
I was also tested hundreds of times, and every single time I was told that I didn't have Arche. But guess what? I awakened my Arche, and it wasn't thanks to those pompous magisters. It was at the hands of the Vulgus. If someone as unremarkable as me has Arche, then Daya must have Arche that's even more powerful. I can hear it. The sound of her heart. My blood, my heart, beats with her. Jin, I know you're worried about me, but I have to go. Daya is calling me. Daya.
Miss Elias, please, listen to yourself.
Daya.
Damn it. Fine. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I'm sick and tired of losing people I care about. Missing them, always hurting.
Ajax, start the engine. We're going to the area where the Arche receptors are most concentrated. There are a lot of Vulgus there. Eugen was right to worry.
If the other Descendants can distract the enemy forces in other zones, we should be able to investigate them all. Lepik, I'm counting on you for fire support. Viessa, work with other Descendants to create a diversion for us.
See you on the other side, Viessa. Maybe you can make me some shaved ice when we get back.
Don't you ever get tired of eating that? Protect the Professor and Glay.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
detected signs of life inside a nearby RK receptor.
First Descendant. I will do his bidding. I will serve the order.
this the place?
Yeah.
Glay! They imprisoned descendants in these?
They know we're here.
Please.
There it is!
There's too many of them! Glay! Ajax!
Go! HQ, we need evac now!
Glay, we gotta get out of here. There's more of them than we thought. Glay, are you listening? We gotta go now or...
They're using...
What is it?
Daya? Daya!
Descendant, can you hear me? Sorry about the unexpected detour to Kingston. Ajax and Glay's team is pinned down and needs Descendant reinforcements. You're the closest support unit I can send. They say they rescued someone from an RK receptor who appears to be a Descendant. Nell is going to question this unidentified individual. It'll be a confusing and difficult situation for everyone. But I'm most concerned about Glay. I'm sure you must have heard. Daya has been fighting for the Vulgus. And it's not just Daya. The Vulgus scum have been using those RK receptors to create their own descendants. Descendants against descendants. I thought Jeremy would be the last one. I'm going to evaluate all of the intel we've gathered and consider our next move. Then I'll hand it over to you. Help Nell keep a close eye on our unidentified individual to make sure they've not been brainwashed by the Vulgus.
We're going to begin interrogation of the unidentified descendant. You can release their restraints, but if they show any signs of suspicious behavior, please subdue them immediately. We don't have much time, so I will get straight to the point. Are you a Vulgus?
Vulgus? Do you refer to those demons? Blasphemy. My name is Serena Antonietta. I'm a proud survivor and a righteous descendant of mankind. Now I ask, who may you be? An exorcist knight of Kingston? A Hagios crusader? No. You bear no armor. Then, are you one of the sons of Vespers?
What on earth are you talking about? This is no time for games.
Nell, wait. I know that name. I came across it in an extremely old archive. Serena Antonietta was a knight registered as a descendant during the apocalypse. She was one of the very first descendants.
One of the early generation descendants? That's unbelievable.
I do not know to whom you speak. But if you can send word to the Albion Fortress Monastery, you will find someone there who can vouch for my identity. You must have heard of Descendant Rayleigh, yes? He is my brother in arms. No, not only a brother in arms. Someone I can share my heart with. Oh, no matter. You can ask any of the descendants, including Rayleigh.
There's no doubt in her eyes. She doesn't seem to be lying. How is this possible? Serena Antoinetta, assuming that you are not a Vulgus, I will be honest with you. First Descendant Rayleigh died during the apocalypse. Your memory seemed to be fixed to that time.
Rayleigh is dead.
This must be very confusing for you. But if you can remember anything at all, please share it with us.
We were on an expedition to the Land of Annihilation.
The Land of Annihilation. Yes. That was the name for Sigma Sector back then.
That is where the calamities began. And where the demons emerged. We thought reclaiming the Land of Annihilation would end the nightmare. However, our crusade failed. We were outnumbered, and the storm of death swept over us.
What happened after that?
I have no memory of anything further. Only that it was cold and dark. Not else.
That must be when they first imprisoned the Arche-wielders in the receptors. My goodness. Serena, while I'm not fully convinced, for the moment I will take you at your word that you are who you claim to be. We will conduct a thorough investigation in Albion. Please remain here. I will send a request to HQ for permission for you to enter Albion.
They are all dead? But why am I...
Descendant, please check on Glay while I obtain access permission for Serena. Glay may require first aid.
Ah, there you are. Sorry for all the trouble. Glay's in bad shape. She's been having trouble breathing and showing symptoms of Arche overload. But
My mind is clearer than ever. Dia is alive. You all saw her, right? Dia is alive. That's enough for now. It's all I could have wished for. I know you all thought she was dead. And so did I. I only wanted to find something of her, so that I could finally bury her. A bone, or even a lock of hair would have been enough. But we all saw her alive, didn't we? I couldn't ask for anything more as a mother right now. I'm just so happy. I can't help it.
Glay.
Dia, I've missed you so much. My darling daughter.
You deserve more, Glay. Now that you know she's alive, it's time you held her again. I'll stand with you until the end, Glay.
I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Ajax.
All done. Serena's DNA has been registered on the Arche transfer pad.
All units, report to HQ on your return to Albion. Now, I'll send a transport for you.
Arche transfer. What?
Request covering fire.
Just get to the point. Damn it. Oh, I didn't realize you'd returned. My brain is fried trying to wrap my head around this operation. Give me a minute. First of all, based on the information we have so far, we assume that Sigma Sector is a strategic location which is a top priority for the Vulgus. They didn't retreat there just because they needed a place to hide after losing the fortress. Sigma Sector is a much older and far more important garrison than we realized. The Vulgus have been holding Arche wielders prisoner there, and turning them into Vulgus versions of Descendants. Since even early Descendants like Serena are trapped in the receptors, it seems Corell's plan was already in motion even as far back as her time. We need to find out what that plan is. Going forward, instead of localized reconnaissance, we'll focus operations on the Arche receptors, Vulgus Descendants, and the ones we've codenamed Obliviants. We need to know what the Vulgus were doing with the Arche wielders, how they awakened Arche abilities, anything and everything. We're sending all Descendants to Sigma Sector, except for those defending Albion or on standby for intercept battles. Oh, and someone get Serena in a sieve terminal to help her acclimate to the present day. She must be completely overwhelmed. She was sealed in a receptor for 100 years. 100 years. Serena's cooperation is essential for this operation. We need to understand how she broke out of her receptor and resisted being controlled by the Vulgus. This will be crucial in dealing with the Oblivions. I want to resolve this as soon as possible.
Alpha, wouldn't Kyle be the best person to teach Serena how to use a deceive terminal? He makes it so easy to understand.
Now, this is how you click, Luna.
Well, the lady might freak out if she sees you. So I guess I should go.
What? Your magnetic tin can suit will scare her more.
No. Wait. What is this? Is it real?
Hello, Serena. I am Guide, an archaegenetic recognition interface.
Genetic What?
It is understandable that you are confused. For you, time has only just started again. During your stay here, I will teach you, gradually, about you and our mission. Ah, Descendant. Thank you for the Eceive terminal. It will be a great help for Serena to understand this era. In the meantime, I should analyze the data I need while synchronizing with Serena. Serena's arche is special. It allowed her to break free of the Vulgus control and return to mankind.
How fascinating. A spirit. But it does not appear to be a ghost.
It may take a little longer to synchronize with Serena, but please, do not worry. Focus on the mission in Sigma Sector. The success of the operation is important, but most of all, I hope we can rescue Glay's daughter. We will need to analyze Serena's arche to achieve that. Leave this to me, Descendant. Serena, I am not a spirit. Do you understand? I am an archaegenetic recognition interface. Descendants who are linked to me can communicate with me wherever arche is present. I have many features that can assist you. You can use me to learn about the time that has passed.
Oh, I see. What do I press to make it work? Here.
This may take longer than I thought. This is a new experience for me as well. It seems we will both require a little luck, Descendant. You need to learn more about the arche receptors and the Oblivions.